Hey Tap Fam, Mike here. Do you want to fill your fridge with unique craft beers, ciders, or seltzers that you can't find locally? Then Tavour is your answer. I partner with them to bring you this exclusive offer for my Taproom listeners. When you use the promo code TAPROOM25, you get a $10 credit towards your next purchase when you spend $25 in the app or online. Tavour has it all, from IPAs to stouts, sours, ciders, and so much more. So make sure you use the promo code TAPROOM25 to get a $10 credit towards your next purchase. And now, on to the episode. All right, and we're back. This is episode 95 of the Taproom Podcast, and I'm your host, Mike. Oh man, what a weekend. What a weekend so far, and it's still Sunday. Still Sunday. This week's episode is the Alex Lucio at Lucio Brewing. He does homebrewing, but he's also a brewer at Arts District, and that's where we got to record this episode. What is just a sweetheart of a man. Just a really good dude. And we got to hang out, have some beers, hear his story. We talked about, how we got started and obviously like the SoCal Cerveceros, stuff like that. So big shout out to them. But it was just a really good time. And one of the cool things one of the reasons why I had so much fun on this episode too is like my brother got to come down to that episode. Art was there, LA_brew life. Man, it was just a really fun time. We got to, hang out and have some beers. Jizzy might have been a little buzzed by the time we left. But yeah, it was a great time. So I'm looking forward to you guys hearing that part of the interview. Also, what else we got going on? I actually did record a episode with my brother Jake at Wild Riley Supply. So if you guys have a chance, definitely go check out his website. It's wildrileysupply.com, and follow on Instagram, man. Let's see, what do we got? College football. Man, what a Saturday. It was a good time. Oregon won, outright against Penn State. They actually almost covered the over by themselves. I think it was 50.5. Great game there. The Georgia game, what a game. The SMU game, man, I felt so bad for SMU. But honestly, it's kind of on them. I mean, when I was watching that, I was like, dude, why don't you just go for 2 to win the game? Just end the game right there. Instead, you gave Clemson some time on the clock, and they had a timeout or two, and were able to drive down the field and kick a field goal to win the game. And he was even beyond his field goal range, and he put it in. So, as she said, yeah, it was a really fun Saturday. Arizona State, man, they look for real. So Arizona State won, just overall really good. Boise State won. So the selection show will be today. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see the bowls and stuff like that. Bowl season's always super fun. And let's see, NFL games, but Packers lost to the freaking Lions. Dang you, Sean. Ely, because Sean's a Lions fan. So shout out to Sean. Make sure go support his channels too. He's a really good dude out there in Chicago. He's been on the show before. If you haven't listened to that episode, you're doing yourself a disservice. Go back and check it out. Oh, I'm going to be traveling at the end of January. I'm actually going to go out to Dallas for work. So I'm going to be actually talked to a couple breweries already. We're going to be exchanging emails here pretty soon to do some recordings while I'm out there. But I think I'm going to be out there for 6 days. So if there's anybody out in the Dallas area, man, just send me a message. I'm down to do something. It'll probably have to be after work, but I'm definitely down to come down to the brewery, record. I want to hear your story. I want to hear about your journey. Okay. So hit me up. Let's see what else we got. Some polls and questions. We'll go to that real quick. Was I prepared? Of course not. When am I ever prepared with the polls and questions? Let's see here. Oh, and I made some pork tenderloin yesterday. Fire. So good. That was bomb. And then I also made some hot links. Delicious. One of the polls for this week was how do you feel about Schwartz beer? And I said, yay, nay, or never tried it. Thankfully, there was zero nays. I love Schwartz beer. Schwartz beer is good. And they're actually doing Schwartz Beer Fest at Arts District. So it's kind of a perfect tie-in. And then let's see here. What else we got? The questions of the week were, There was two of them. The first one was, what is the ideal serving temperature for an IPA? I thought for sure I was going to get some pushback on this. I didn't really. Like, I had like a couple of messages or like I didn't know. But yeah, so I wanted to, because I was curious about what it was. So I was like, oh, let's do like the poll. We'll do a question on it. And yeah, it was 45 to 50 degrees is the ideal serving temperature for an IPA. The other one was, you know what? And I'm disappointed in a lot of the fans out there. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I asked, what year was the original Star Wars released? And yes, granted, 1977 was the most, like, did get the most votes for the answer. It was 35. It was, 300. No, where is it at? It's not showing me the votes, but, oh, no, now it is. Okay. Sorry, 353 were 1977, 241 for 1976, 127 for 1979, and 23 for 1980. Come on, people. Come on. I was just like, seriously? You guys doing me like that? Okay, before we jump into the interview, just a couple more things. I did want to mention, so at the end of this episode, there's going to be two other segments, and I'll do tie-in. I'll do lead-ins into them. The first one was from Lucy from Louie's Liquor. She did a holiday showcase, like where they got to give away trees to kids and stuff like that. And they had different vendors there. So I was able to talk to her for a few minutes and talk to a couple of vendors for a few minutes. It was really fun. One of them, I tried to clean up the audio. It was just really bad. It was only a couple minutes, so I did have to pull that one. But there is a little segment with a few different vendors. Obviously, and then Lucy I got to talk to, Dre I got to talk to, Pie Cruiser was there. So it was just really fun to be able to talk to these people. And, everything that Lucy does for the community is just awesome. And she cares so much about it. So shout out to Lucy. And yesterday was actually her birthday. So happy birthday, Lucy. I hope you had a great birthday. And then after that, it's going to be the Ian McCall part of the episode with Ism Brewing, because it is their anniversary. So happy 1-year anniversary to Ian over at Ism. Got to record with them. So it'll be like, if you didn't watch the video on YouTube, it will be that clip, but then there's also some bonus beer reviews as well with him and I talking about the beers. All right. I think that's just about it. Oh, wait. Tap fam, don't forget, remember my buddy Art. I mentioned him earlier, LA_BrewLife. Remember, he has his own merch site now, labrewlife.shop. Definitely just get over there and support. He has it all, honestly, on that website. On his site now, he has lightweight tees, medium weight tees, heavy, like the more heavyweight, like boxy tees. But my favorite is the modern LA logo. I think it's navy, blue, and gold. But also their core logo tee with like the hop logo and also the palm trees on there. That's freaking sick. But he also has other designs too. Like he does like an LA sports tribute, which like pays homage to like the Dodgers and their logo. But yeah, he has hoodies now, and you can get it all, on his site. Remember, we love to support local stuff like that. And now you can use the promo code TAPROOM to get 10% off at labrewlife.shop. So get out there, or get on your phone and get over to his thing and support. Get over to his site. He's become one of my really good friends in this industry, and I look to him for advice sometimes, and he's just a really, really good dude, and you want to support people like that, okay? All right, so I went on long enough. Let's enjoy the interview, and I will talk to you in the outro. Cheers. All right, guys, we're back in the tap room, and I'm your host, Mike, and I have a very special guest on the show today. I have Alex Lucio of Arts District Brewing, also of Lucio Homebrewing. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Morning. We've had a couple beers already.
Little tasters.
There you go. What are you having right now?
Like I said, it's still morning, so I got some Schwartz beer until daylight. Tasty, roasty, light. Yeah,
there it is. Yeah, and I have the Las Perlas.
Yeah, Las Perlas de Piña.
There you go. Can you tell us about this one?
Yeah, so it's just our pineapple kolsch. We use Oregon Free Puree. It's light, simple, not too much on the pineapple, but it's definitely there.
Oh, it's delicious. But yeah, you definitely get it. And that's what, I mentioned earlier, like that's something, if you're going to say that you're putting a specific fruit in there or something like that, you want to taste it. Mm-hmm. And you definitely hit one out of the park on this one, brother.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. So we're over here, I said at Arts District, Brewing off of Traction and maybe Hewitt or Merrick.
Yeah, in between.
Yeah, either way. But brother, you say you homebrew, obviously you do your own, you obviously brew here. Can you tell us about your craft beer journey?
Yeah, so Let's see. Well, I guess I started drinking first when my buddies in high school, they were all playing instruments. They were in a band, and I can't play anything. Unfortunately, I never learned how to play any music. But I wanted to be part of it, so I basically became their manager. So I was running their Instagram. I actually kind of ended up booking them gigs and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
But, they would have gigs at bars and stuff, and we technically weren't 21, but they'd be paying us in beer tickets.
Yeah.
So there's always like house parties. So we were drinking like the Bud Light, the cheapy stuff. And I don't know, I kind of quickly realized I didn't really like it that much.
Yeah.
And so we actually we started buying Newcastles, and like we thought we were so cool. They were still on the cheaper side.
Yeah.
And to this day, we still like Newcastle, but so that kind of, I kind of realized that I liked a little bit beer a little bit more for flavor. Fast forward a little bit, one time I came to Worskoosh, which is actually across the street here, with my dad and an uncle. And I think I was maybe 20 at the time. So almost there. My uncle ordered Delirium Tremens and, gave me a taste. And
oh, wow.
I always attribute that to what that opened my eyes to the beer world.
Yeah.
So, it was just so much flavor, so different. The bottle itself, the way it smelled, the ABV, like it's made by Belgian monks. Like I was just like, wow. So, and then ever since then, it started growing from there. So I had a buddy who worked at a bottle shop in Whittier, Rusty Monk.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so he would after his shifts, he would bring a bottle, and so I kind of got into beer more through the Belgian way, and then realized that I liked stouts. And then I went to Cal State Long Beach, so I used to go to Beechwood. That was the first craft brewery that I was into.
Okay,
and so I was drinking their stouts there. And yeah, from there, I kind of grew to learn everything. Fast forward to COVID, I switched careers because of COVID. No one was hiring in my field. So I started homebrewing. And so yeah, I graduated college, Cal State Long Beach 2019, had a nice internship in downtown 2020. It lasted about a year. Actually, that was in 2019. I had that internship, and so in my field, that was great. Internship ended, and I was like, okay, oh well, I'll find something else because that's how it works. But COVID happened, so then nobody's hiring. Day one of pandemic or of shutdown, I bought a homebrewing kit. I knew homebrewing was a thing because I have an uncle in Mexico who homebrews. And so I was like, well, we're going to be stuck in for at least 3 months is what they were saying. Yeah. And so I'm like, all right, I'm going to buy this kit and make some beers. And I either it'll be a fun little thing that I did, or maybe I'll just keep doing it. And it ended up changing my life, to be honest. Like, so
that itch.
I made some home brews, was into it, ended up joining the SoCal Cerveceros to like learn more, make some friends. That was amazing. It was still COVID. And I needed a job, couldn't find a job in my field. So I ended up working at Ramirez Liquor Store, where I ended up...
in Pico?
Yeah, in Pico.
Oh,
yeah. Because I'm from Downey, so I was like, it's like right there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was great. Every shift, every day after my shift, I'd be grabbing some beers.
Nice.
So I got to try so many brands that now I know the people brewing and like making it and owning it. But at the time, I was just still discovering hazy IPAs, and
of course.
I was still learning in my journey. But, after working there for a while, it was great, but I kind of wanted to do something more than just work at the liquor store.
Yeah.
So I started playing a couple of breweries, and Arts District ended up being one of them, interviewed. It ended up being my favorite option out of the spots that I was applying to. I love downtown. I love that Arts District made a little bit of everything. They were telling me that the position was for cellar. But they were telling me that there was a lot of growth potential, which there has been, of course.
That's great.
And the guys are our old GM Bobby and our current head brewer Dave were the ones that interviewed me, and we just vibed and it just felt right. So been here for about almost 4 years now or so.
Yeah, man, that's cool. I mean, especially going from, like I said, you getting into it. Do you remember with the homebrewing side? Do you remember the first beer, the homebrew you did, or what style it was anyway?
Yeah, definitely. It was a Northern Brewer kit, which I think I've heard a couple other people on the podcast mention the same beer. It was the amber ale.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was great. It tasted good. It was super fun to make. I had my friends, we had a little COVID picnic, and I gave them all bottles, and yeah, it was really fun. I guess my first, and then there was a couple other first, if you want to say, first time making my own recipe, which was I tried to make a blueberry blonde ale. It was horrible. I tried making, I think it was a Pilsner one time, because my first whole grain was or full grain was a Pilsner, because I had also just got in the fridge.
Yeah.
And so that was okay. It's it's been cool.
That's awesome though, man. I mean, and you can see your growth throughout the whole thing, like, starting at Ramirez and then, home brewing and stuff like that and learning more about it and getting into the industry. It's the best, to me, it's the best industry in the world because, like I said, I always say like 95% of the people are amazing and they're always so welcoming and they're wanting to help you along the way.
Yeah, totally.
And it's cool that here at Arts District, they told you, they were up front. They're like, yeah, there's room for growth. So you got to do like, going from being a cellarman to, to brewing. Do you remember your first pro beer here?
Mm-hmm. Like my first original recipe here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was, so my favorite beer style is stout. Okay. Obviously I kind of drink whatever is, if it's a hot day, I'll drink a Kolsch, I'll drink a little bit of everything, but like in general, like I'm really into stouts.
Yeah.
And so, and also being Arts District, we kind of we already have a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. So I want to make something a little different than we didn't have. So I made like a 10%, maybe 12 pastry stout. So I didn't know lactose, nice. But it was a chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, Neapolitan ice cream style. So I called it Sunday Best. So yeah, okay. I've made a couple. Another pastry style called Candyman was a
nice.
chocolate caramel style. And
what was that like? I bet that was probably like decadent. Like,
very, yeah. We used some like really, really thick caramel, and it was great. The kettle was so sticky.
Yeah. I've always said, because I mean, most times I feel like a lot of times when people like, they may do like a little bit of home brewing, like once they go pro, like, working at a brewery. And then once they start doing that, maybe they don't do the home brewing as often. But you're still out there. You're still going to festivals. You're at Homebrew Festival, last week. I mean, like, how do you stay motivated, even like with, obviously your full time and then this as well?
Yeah, I mean, quick answer is I just, we love it. We like what we're doing. But yeah, it's fun. Like I love being here. I'm learning a lot. I'm contributing a lot. It's a great team. It's a great place to be at. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like I like doing my own thing too, So like, I'm still going. I still go to as many homebrew meetings as I can. The Cerveceros are like second family, to be honest. Like, we're so close. There's a lot of us. Like, we run into each other all the time. A lot of us are kind of have gone pro actually too. Also,
it's awesome.
In different ways. But yeah, I just still find, eventually, and I'd like to say sooner rather than later, I want to have my own thing. Whether that be a brewery, a bar, a tap room, who knows? But
okay.
So, I'm just trying to learn every facet of the business.
That's awesome, dude. And you mentioned the Cerveceros, like what is that? Like, I mean, obviously they are there obviously it started off as like a Hispanic thing, but I feel like it's just grown like exponentially when it comes to even just like, women, like the Cerveceras, the Cerveceros. Like, what does it mean to you?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's one of the best, like, things I've done and in like the past few years to like join that club. Like everyone's super welcoming. Yeah, I started off like me, I'm first generation Mexican American Chicano. Mm-hmm. So it was cool, seeing people, other people that you could like speak to that like like have similar experience maybe with like our parents or like more drinking like Mexican lagers and like
of course
not as adventurous or don't fully understand, but we're out here and we're trying to have them try new stuff and what we're making and get them excited, or even just for ourselves, for our community. Some of the Cerveceros founders was Brujeria. That's a big,
Adrian
a big founders, and like I love what they're doing in their space. Like they're a very community focused brewery. You show up and everyone that's there for the most part is like people in the area. Super happy. They know the beers. Like that's beautiful to me. Yeah. So yeah, the Cerveceros is great. I mean, currently our VP is a dude named Masahiro, who is Japanese. And but yeah, I mean, we have all kinds of people. Yeah, I mean, we have everything all over the spectrum: LGBTQ plus, like Black, white, Japanese, Mexican, Central American. No, that's cool. Like it's and like I mean, it's kind of like I guess the name is like it's themed to be like Latino and stuff, but we're cool with everything. Like it's fun.
That's good, man. I mean, and like you can sense the the passion in your voice when you talk about it. I mean, because it's important. It's important to get like it's like you mentioned, like sometimes the Hispanic community can stick to like oh no, I love my Tecate or I love my Corona, and I'm not trying to like put people in a box, but I mean it's kind of true. Mm-hmm. But like when you can have them find that one beer, they're like, oh man, this is what beer could be. Like it tastes so much better than the other stuff.
Yeah, and it's definitely growing, and especially like breweries opening in like Southeast LA. Like to be honest, I haven't been there yet, but like Brown Soul Brewing in Southgate. Was it Beer Thug?
Yeah.
Brujeria, for example.
Yeah, and they opened up
Angry
their second
Horse,
location.
a couple other spots like that. Like they're kind of changing the the area, the neighborhood.
Yeah, Abraham and in Whittier at La Bodega,
That's right,
like
yeah.
really like people are making really good beer, and I mean, well,
Yeah, Feathered Serpent.
yeah, oh yeah, Feather Serpent. I can't wait. I want to talk to Yvette so bad.
Yeah, she actually trained me.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she was. She had my position before I had it.
Oh, she's so nice, and her and Bridget's over there now too. So
Yep.
Bridget and Yvette, dude, because I had my female brewers roundtable episode was this past weekend, but man, it's like being able to get them involved and be able to hear their story and how it all come about. I mean, Yvette's a great brewer. Bridget's a great brewer. She went from Upshift to I think
Unsung.
Yeah, Unsung, and now at Feathered Serpent. So I mean. And it's crazy because she pours over at Burning Bridge too sometimes. So it's
Alchemy too, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Alchemy Craft over in Montebello. Man, that's crazy. Like yeah, because I live in Bellflower. So I mean, are you still in Downey?
No, I live in downtown LA now.
Oh, okay. All right. Easier commute.
Yeah.
Assuming.
Yeah, I love it. I love downtown.
That's good, man. I mean, and one thing I love about this industry, man, like I said, I know I mentioned earlier about the welcoming stuff, but it's also the people always wanting to strive for more. And clearly, you're doing your thing, and you guys make some killer beers.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean that's what it comes down to. You just want to make good beer and share it with the people and stuff. And,
for sure, man. When
good beer, good vibes.
Oh yeah, damn right. And it's always support local, drink local, all that sort of stuff. When you were at Ramirez, was there like a brewer or brewery for that matter that you're like, man, like these guys like either influenced you or inspired you because of how good that beer was, that made you think like, man, this is like, fuck everything else I'm doing. And you can curse on here if you want to, just because some people always ask, like, fuck everything else I'm doing. I'm going to do this, and I want to do it just as well as they do, and then even better.
Man, I don't know. I guess if I look back on my Untapped, I could maybe find a couple. Once I started brewing professionally, I stopped using Untapped in that sense.
Oh yeah,
it felt weird.
Oh, dude, for sure.
I still think Untapped's it's got its pros and cons,
Oh,
but
for sure.
I don't know. Funny enough, I would have to think about it a little bit harder. But I actually was really impressed with Crowns and Hops back when I was working at Ramirez.
Oh, their Slay Stout,
their hazies was good. Their stouts was cool.
Yeah, killer.
Yeah, I don't know, a couple others. I'm really kind of blanking right now, to be honest.
Yeah,
but yeah, there's some good brands out there.
Oh man, I mean that's just it. Like, I know there's been some breweries. I mean, some breweries that I really love that have closed. The last
oh, definitely, yeah,
like about a year and a half. But there are like the really good breweries are expanding, and I feel like they're opening up a second location or a third location. So I mean, that's still good for craft beer, even though like some of these places are closing. We still have that aspect of it.
Yeah, I heard. I think Monkish. I think it's happening. Is opening somewhere in Echo Park soon. I think that'd be fun. I hope that works out for them.
I mean, yeah, Monkish. That's a white whale for me, man. Like if I could ever get anyone from Monkish on,
yeah, because like, I'm talking about, or I think a lot about the downtown LA area and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, man, that would be. I mean, imagine like those beers being easily accessible to the people here, not having to drive to Anaheim or is it Torrance?
Yeah, it could be great.
Yeah,
could be good for the industry.
Oh, for sure, man. Do you remember whether it could have been on the homebrew scale or the pro scale? Like you remember your worst brew day?
I knew this question was coming. I don't know. I haven't had nothing too crazy. I mean, definitely, I've never had a stuck mash where like I had to the beer just didn't work out anymore.
Yeah.
But we've definitely had a couple, just last week actually, like insanely slow lauter where like I wasn't even done lautering and the beer was boiling already. And
shit.
I don't know, nothing too crazy that like really comes up to mind. I've burned myself a couple times with super hot water, like that sucked for sure. But I don't know, nothing too crazy where like I'm like want to quit.
I'm sure there's those days where you're like, fuck, because obviously there's it's like 90% cleaning. I feel like when it comes to the brewing side,
some physical labor, but it's I like it.
You got
a little bit of everything,
You got an elevator now, so you don't have to worry about breaking your back.
If you know, you know.
That'll be the inside joke for the episode. For Arts District though, like what would be what would you say their signature beer? Like if somebody was coming in and you're like, you should try this one. What do you think?
So I guess a little bit about Arts District. We're about to turn 9 years old in December.
It's a big accomplishment, man.
It really is because the way things go. Nine's a big one. It's good. We're happy. We're proud. But especially through COVID and everything.
Yeah.
But our original head brewer is a woman named Devin Randall, who came from Pizza Port and
Lost Abbey.
Lost Abbey, that's right, sorry. And then currently our head brewer, who has been head brewer since her, is Dave Ziolkowski. So I've luckily been learned through them and stuff. But I would, and just having said that, I think Traction IPA most likely. That's the beer we've had since day one, I believe. We have a couple staples: Daily Affirmation Pilsner, Hermano Hefeweizen. Lately, we've been pushing out a lot of blonde ale.
Okay. I mean, I feel like it's an easy starter. I feel like blondes are, you always kind of if you're not, it's too into craft beer, you start with a blonde and then work your way up.
Yeah, and also if you've been to our space, you'll have an idea. We're so big and we're our space is big and we're in downtown LA, so we have so many different kinds of people that come here. You got people that work in the area. You have people that are coming in for a fun day in the town. You have people that live here. You have people literally coming from other states or countries. So we have a lot of. And of course, you get your craft beer nerds. We get that. Yeah. We get that too. Mm-hmm. But we have such a wide variety of people that come here that we really try to cater to a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's part of the reason why I wanted to work here, because we make a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you got to cater to your crowd, but then that can also lead to the, what do you want to call it? The creativity aspect, because you have to it doesn't obviously you might have your cores. But if you can add to that the creative side of it and maybe change it up to maybe get to those other people that maybe just come for oh, my friends are going to a brewery, I'm going to go meet them, but I'm not a beer person.
Yeah.
But you get those people.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we have a couple other fun beers we make. We make a pineapple kolsch. That's really good. Thank you. Yeah. Raspberry lemonade, Berliner Weiss, sour ale. We haven't made it in a minute, but we used to always have a guava vanilla ale, vanilla wheat ale.
I'm not a guava guy, but I mean, a guava vanilla sounds just to kind of counteract, because sometimes guava can go real south real fast because of the smell. But yeah.
Oh no, it's good, man.
Okay.
So, yeah, I guess to answer your question, going back, I would either say Traction is probably what Arts District was probably most known for.
Okay.
But when I first started working here and I tried all the beers, that To the Tango, that guava vanilla one, is the one that made me go, wow.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys do that often? Or is it?
Yeah, we haven't lately, because we've had a couple other guava beer. So we kind of just don't want to have two guava beers on at the same time.
Oh yeah,
it's coming soon. It's coming soon.
There you go. And I was just going to ask, are there any upcoming releases you guys are going to have anytime soon, or?
Yeah, I guess now that it's winter, we're going to start messing with that. We have two French oak fooders, white oak French fooders. So we'll probably move some of the beer that's in there. We have some saison and barrels. We're doing our wood stuff, which is not really something we do too much, but it's a season for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Besides that, just kind of just continuing to crank. We actually recently, been around 9 years, but as of 4 months ago, I became our sales representative. So we're kind of picking up our distribution as well.
Yeah. How many hats do you wear, man?
I mean, here's two.
Yeah,
brewer and sales rep.
Okay.
Yeah,
man. So
now we're trying to keep up production, So
yeah,
it's fun. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, you're busy all the time. It's then you add that part to it, man. That's kudos to you though, man, for being able to do it.
Thank you.
One thing I was up to ask you is your approach to recipe development. When did that? I mean, obviously you had to do that on the homebrew scale, but even when you're homebrewing now, what do you when it comes to the creativity part of it? How does that work for you?
Well, I read and listen to a lot of podcasts when it comes to that kind of stuff. And working here, I've probably brewed at least one of most styles and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I we have those sheets and stuff. So I'll go back and see recently I was making a West Coast IPA. So I went back and looked at our percentages, what malts we use, which hops, timings, temperatures, and then I'm listening to podcasts and listening to what they're doing. And of course, I'm doing it myself, so I know what I like, and I see certain things how certain yeast works, or just certain expressions and stuff. So
yeah,
a little bit of that. It kind of takes me a little while. I guess I base it off of something we're doing at Arts District, and then change it to what I want, something specific to what I want to make it different, to make it so something like that.
Okay. Yep. And what are some of I know your favorite style to drink is a stout. What are your favorite styles to brew?
Just
anything.
Yeah, I love anything. Yeah,
that's cool though, man.
Yeah,
being willing to be that creative and want to tackle everything.
I mean, stouts are fun to brew too.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's some pretty good stuff, dude. I can't get enough of this one. And that was it. Summer Crush. That was the raspberry one.
That was a raspberry Berliner Weiss, raspberry lemonade Berliner Weiss. Yeah, that was my first year working here. We got a bronze at GABF for that one.
That's awesome.
So very happy.
Yeah, and then you guys won at WBC. You said last year. Was it last year or the year before?
Yeah, that was last year. So yeah, we won a silver for our XPA called Through the Roof. It was called Elevated, and then we got a C and D, and so now it's called Through the Roof. But yeah, no, that's a great beer. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, we've been a little lucky in the past couple of years with our winning. This year we didn't really get anything, unfortunately, but we keep working at it.
Yeah, well, whether here or homebrewing, do you ever get into like because I know you mentioned like Newcastle earlier. Do you ever get into like brewing the browns or like reds or stuff that's maybe not as common on on the board, stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean specifically not those two.
Yeah,
not browns and reds. Well, we did make a red ale, I guess around this time last year actually. But actually, luckily, Dave, my head brewer, he's great. He's so smart. He knows what he's doing, and I'm lucky he makes styles that like maybe aren't that most people don't make. We make a smoked Helles that's like I'm at first I was like, okay, I mean, are you sure you want to do that? He's like, yes. I'm like, all right, we're gonna do it then. And we did it, and we won a best of show at the California Craft Brewers Cup
that's fucking awesome.
Last year, I think it was. So, and it's delicious, and besides that, we make some smoked doppelbock sometimes, and he's been a great mentor and stuff. So we make some fun stuff here and there that you wouldn't really see.
That's cool. And would you think this is just gonna be a random question that just popped in my head, was like, what's the probably either on the homebrew scale? We'll ask for both. So homebrew and pro, like what's the most unusual ingredient you've ever thrown in a beer?
Oof, let's see. In pro, I don't know. First thing that comes to mind, I mean, we've used chocolate powder, like cocoa powder. We've used wood spirals. We've used
what is a wood spiral? What's that?
Oh, instead of if you can't really age something like properly in a wood in a wood vessel, you kind of just buy some wood spirals that you throw them in the beer, and then it kind of gives a little bit of that wood expression.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a way of kind of not faking it, but getting some different. I mean, you could, but that's not how we used it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. See, on the homebrew sense, I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna use some cannabis terpenes soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, did you ever terpene Timbo at all during Timbo Week at Highland Park?
No, but I heard nothing but great things, because I think Art was there, and then so was our buddy Chew.
Yeah. So I had that beer during Timbo Week. So Highland Park down the street, good friends too, especially Kevin. Shout out Kevin, and. So I had that beer, had a different version of Timbo every day. One of them was a Terpene Timbo, which used cannabis terpenes from a company called Abstracts. So they don't actually come from cannabis, but it just gives you that flavor and nose expression. And so we actually got some samples from them. And so I'm gonna make a 5-gallon batch of cannabis West Coast Pilsner soon.
Ooh, okay.
So hasn't happened yet, but it's on the works.
Yeah, West Coast Pilsner is right up my alley. So. Yeah. What about on the homebrew side? Do you like something that you?
Well, that's actually
okay.
So that's going to be a homebrew one. But on the big sense, I'm not sure. Recently, our assistant brewer, he made his own original recipe. His name is Jesus Yarena. It was like a hazy IPA with coconut and corn. But the corn we used was Macienda, like pink. I can't even say it. It's like a very. I think it's like an Aztec or Nahuatl phrase.
Wow.
It's pink corn.
Yeah.
So I guess it would have to be that, because we had to do a lot of research on how to work with that.
Yeah. Well, because I think even with the actual corn thing, and this is just me nerding out, because I like to cook. I like to cook food, but I've always wanted to make my own corn tortillas, and I would always see how that, because I forget what they have to put the kernels in to make the skin come off, so you can actually do all that. But I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, it's like some kind of salt or something. I can't tell you right now. Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's something like that. I was watching it on YouTube. I was like, I got to figure that out.
Yeah, that's what we had to figure out. Are we doing this? Are we doing something else? So that was a fun one.
Oh, okay. One thing I'll ask to see if you could collab with any brewery or brewer for that matter. Who would it be?
I mean, there's a lot that I want to work with. I'm a big fan of Brujeria, as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
A big fan of Ogo Pogo. And I'm talking on like more on the local sense, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Highland Park is cool. There's a lot of friend breweries and stuff. But I guess like on a bigger scale or something, like, I'm not sure. I guess I was just want to travel, to be honest. Like go around and like try make friends with different people and stuff. Not sure.
Where would you want to, like, if was there like a destination that you'd want to go?
Somewhere in Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to make some beer in Mexico.
Nice.
That would be awesome.
And so your family, because you said you're first generation, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So your family's, where were they from?
Yeah, my mom's from straight up like Guadalajara.
Okay.
So like Jalisco, and my dad's from Michoacan.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Dang, I mean, those are the three places I feel like you always hear the most of, but I know there was always like a rivalry, like who has the best food between the three. So I'm sure your mom and dad, like, which one's the cook?
Definitely my mom. Delicious. Okay. Yeah, the best.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like carne en su jugo. Oof, delicious.
Okay, there you go. Oh, it's almost tamale season, so.
Oh, yeah. Pozole too.
There you go. Yeah, you can't go
Can't
wrong with
wait.
pozole. Oh, I hit my sunglasses there. What, like, when it comes to the craft beer community, what does it mean to you?
Well, it's like similar to what I was saying with the whole Cerveceros. Like, it really is like a second family. I mean, or at least like really, really, really great friends. Like half the time at this point, where I've been around for a little while, and like I like to go to places and stuff, and like, I like to make friends and say hi to people and stuff. So sometimes I'll just go to a brewery randomly, and of course I'll run into 2-3 people or something. And that's always, it's a nice feeling.
Yeah.
And you're talking about the beer. Maybe they'll hook you up sometimes here and there. Like, so yeah, it's really nice. Like, it's kind of like a life thing too. Like if I travel anywhere, I'm checking out their breweries. And I'm gonna talk to them about it. Like whoever's there, the bartender, the brewer, whoever, and like, it's just chatting it up, like, oh, what do you got? How it's like here? What do you like? Like, it's great. It's like you have friends anywhere almost,
Yeah. I mean, especially because you have, obviously that commonality. And then that's what I've always equated this kind of show to be, like just two people sitting across from each other, having a beer. They notice like, oh, we order the same beer. And then you end up talking for an hour and not even realize it.
Yeah.
Some of your favorite breweries that you've gone, like, where are you going when you're off work?
Well, I live in downtown, so I'm hitting up a lot of the downtown breweries. Yeah, I'll hit up Native Son, Boomtown a lot. Love the Boomtown guys and people over there. Highland Park often, very often homage. Creature Comforts here and there.
Okay.
It was very, very hyper local, to be honest.
Oh,
but yeah, I'm hitting Brujeria. Yeah, some, other spots that have beer.
Man, next time, because I'm always, I grew up in Pico, so but I live in Bellflower now, but I'm always in Pico. Dude, if you ever want to grab a beer, whether it's there or Angry Horse, wherever, let's grab one.
Yeah, let's do it. I might go later today.
Okay. I'm going to be in Pico later today. So
there we go.
Oh, man. Well, I know we talked a little bit about food. What would be like your favorite food to pair with a beer? Or, I know it's kind of like it could be different things, but what would be your go-to?
I guess my favorite taproom food is going to be just straight up smash burger.
Okay.
Like, in general, my favorite food would be tacos, because I could probably eat that breakfast, lunch, dinner every day.
No doubt.
But like, if I'm at like a taproom or something, I'm always trying to try their smash burger. Like very recently, I went to Third Window a couple of days ago, and like, oh, one of the best smash burgers. Even the peanut butter jelly one is amazing.
Okay. And Rob, right?
Rob from LA Overs. Yeah. We made a beer too long ago, actually.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Because on his episode, he talked like, I love hamburgers, but he was going off about.
Oh yeah. I listened to it. Yeah. He said that him and his crew like literally go to every spot and like have a list and notes and stuff.
So, are you an In-N-Out guy? I'm assuming.
Oh, I love In-N-Out. It's the best.
What's your order?
It's simple. Double, no. Was it no pickles? No, they don't have pickles. No onions. Okay.
Oh, I'm not an onion guy either.
Yeah, no. I know it's kind of blasphemous. No, I like onions, but just not on an In-N-Out burger.
Oh, okay.
Myself.
Yeah, I just can't do it in general. Like, so, but I always catch shit for it. It's like, how do you not like onions? It's just not good. Like, it's a texture thing for me.
They've grown on me, man. You cook them right, and
yeah. Like, I'll always
I like Funyuns too.
Oh, no, I love Funyuns. Like, Funyuns great, but an actual onion or an onion ring, even biting into it, I'm like, it's not good. If I ever eat an onion and I'm drinking, and especially if I've had a few, it's game over. Like, everything's coming back up.
I don't like pickles, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah, same. My brother's a big pickle guy. So is my sister and the rest of my family.
Yeah. But you could give them your pickles.
Yeah. I can't do it. So No, so burgers, okay.
Yeah, burgers, I think.
Yeah, burgers are always great. Like you can't.
Gotta have some good fries too.
Yeah, but you know what I also love? Like some spicy like buffalo wings with like a crispy pilsner.
Yeah.
I feel like that combo together is
Watching
just
football.
Oh yeah.
I knew you were gonna
Watching football and doing
football.
Something. Oh yeah. Oh, that too. I mean, because we have that in common, we both cheer for Chelsea.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not admittedly, but we both cheer for Chelsea.
Yeah, go London, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Barca fan. That's my number one. And LAFC. Those are my two. That's my heart.
Yeah, because then you said you worked for them as well.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm telling you, dude. Like I don't know how. Like I always feel like I'm busy, but I'm like listening to you. I'm like, fuck, dude. I don't like. You're making so much room on your plate.
I mean, it's good to be active and do stuff and get out there. Especially while you can.
Yeah, and especially like because I always say we're not here for. I mean, to quote the king George Strait, my brother's a Kenny Chesney fan. I'm not a Kenny too, but. If you're not here for a long time, you're here for a good time.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and the homebrew fests, I've always wanted to. I want to go to some. Is even like what's his name? Hoppy Homebrewing. Do you follow him on Instagram? Maybe
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm not sure. But he's been inviting me to take the homebrew fest, but it's like the weekends never align. When's the next? Is there another big one coming up?
There's not too many of them around. Like,
okay.
As far as I know, there's only like 2. There used to be Cerveceros hosted one pre-COVID, and it hasn't really come. We can't really do it again. Maybe some version of it will come back soon. But so the one I just poured out last weekend was hosted by a nonprofit called We Love LB. We Love Long Beach.
Okay.
That was this weekend. Great event. I think there was 30 homebrewers there. Everyone had at least one beer, but most people had 2 to 4 beers.
Dang.
Like it's like it's like a straight up festival. Yeah. I took 2. So. My main beer was a Vienna lager called Maldito Distrito. And then the second one I took was a West Coast IPA called Vatos Locos.
Oh, Vatos Locos for life? Blood out?
That's right. But yeah, no, it was awesome. To be honest, I think that there's another one in Long Beach, I think hosted by a different organization called, I think, Craft Beer LB.
Okay. I think I follow that Instagram.
Yeah, and I believe that one's like in March, April time. So I'm hoping to get into that one because I think that one might be an invitational, but I'll ask.
Okay. Yeah, man.
So yeah, I mean, I'll let you know.
Yeah, because I've been wanting to go to one. So I mean, if that's cool, I mean, I'll help you pour or something.
Yeah. Sometimes the Cerveceros gets to pour at certain festivals. Like they'll literally be it'll be all professional. And there's one tent that's a Cerveceros tent.
Yeah.
And we'll have like 6 beers from different homebrewers and stuff. So like sometimes that like brew at the LA Zoo.
Oh yeah, brew
at the Cerveceros have a tent there. And just around once in a while, there's a couple other ones. There's a really big one actually that you go camping at. I think it's called the California Homebrew Festival or something. I think maybe Tyler would know more about it. Tyler Sadler.
I'll have to ask her. Yeah, she's a sweetheart, man. She's so nice.
I've been meaning to go, but it's a little tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've heard good things. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get up to Shadow Grove to visit her and like, have a beer with her. But man, it's like the traffic is so bad. Sometimes I look and it's like, it's going to take me an hour and a half to get there.
Well, our SoCal Cerveceros meeting for November is going to be there. So
that's
going to be next Thursday, I think. This Thursday.
I don't think I have anything.
I
might be able to get up there. I mean, just go hang out. So I mean, I'd just be able to pick people's brains.
She'll be there. I'm going to try to be there.
Yeah. Oh, and I want and if was it Masahiro?
Masa, yeah.
If you're listening, I do want you on the show whenever you get a chance. No pressure.
Ikasu.
Yeah. Just a couple more things. I don't want to, keep it too long. We can have some beers after. But for Arts District, I mean, this is honestly such an impressive space that you guys have. Like, I mean, I don't know how many times I've said it. Like today, I probably at least 5 or 6 times. But when me and my brother were walking up, I was like, man, like, and when we were walking up, I was like, oh, okay, like it looks like a cool spot. And then we walked in, and it just looks like just such a massive space.
It keeps going and going.
Yeah, it keeps going. And then we went underground, we were above ground, and then, all this other stuff. But I mean, you guys have video, I mean, arcade machines, you have Golden Tee, which is always cool. I love golf.
Yeah, that's new.
Even though I'm so shitty at it. Like the skee ball and all that stuff. And you guys have a full kitchen, a full bar. We're in a speakeasy currently.
Oh, yeah, the study.
Tell us all about it, man. It's just like,
Yeah, no, it's great. I feel like, I really ended up in a good spot. I'm happy where I'm at. I've learned so much. I've gotten so many different experiences. The brewery is actually owned by a bigger group.
Okay.
It's still independent. Don't worry. Still independent. But we actually own a lot of bars in downtown LA. So like Las Perlas, Golden Gopher, 7 Grand, CDMX, Coles, Caña. And so like I've gotten a lot of experiences through that too.
Yeah.
Also very specifically like Caña and 7 Grand and Las Perlas will host spirit tastings every week.
Oh, wow.
So like, whiskey or rum or agave, so tequila or mezcal. And yeah, some either a rep or the owner or just some like an expert will come and like talk about it. So I've gotten a lot of cool experiences through that. So yeah, our district is a really cool place. Our sister brewery is actually All Season Brewing Company.
Oh,
so
okay.
we operate as completely separate independent businesses. Like the head brewer there is Eric Garcia. Awesome dude. He came from Eagle Rock, so he's an OG.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. He went to brew school. Like he's
Yeah.
a very cool dude. They're making good stuff over there. But yeah, it's cool. And we actually before, unfortunately, we had another sister brewery that shut down recently. So it was Imperial Western at the downtown Union Station.
Okay.
It rebranded to Homebound Brew House, but it shut down I think January of this year, so like a year ago.
Wow.
So yeah, it's had a lot of great experiences thanks to this place.
That's cool, man. Like I said, it's a really impressive facility. I've said it again now. But it's just, I mean, it really is. Like when you look at everything and, the entire space as a whole, like you guys have brunch, you guys have a full kitchen.
Full bar.
What would be, is there a burger on the menu?
Yes.
Okay. Cause I was going to ask, besides the burger, what would be the thing you would order here?
100% buffalo fried chicken sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's like, I'd be eating that a lot, dude. A lot. That one's good. Yeah. The chicken quesadilla is good too. And the tacos are pretty solid.
Okay.
Yeah. Cheese. The beer cheese is fire.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, totally.
So you mentioned you could eat tacos, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So can I. What's your go-to protein?
Oh, I mean, my favorite food is steak. So carne.
Oh, so carne asada?
Steak,
Okay.
beef.
Yeah. I'm more of a chorizo guy myself.
Okay.
But I mean, but I love asada. Like asada, chicken, al pastor. Like it's all great. But if they have a chorizo taco, that's what I'm going to.
Yeah, it's funny. Chorizo like makes me think of my younger sister because that was her favorite food growing up.
I probably eat it probably too much now. I mean, considering I'm 37, I'm like, fuck. I mean, should I be eating this all the time?
You look good, man.
No, there's a belly here. Don't let the exterior fool you. Last question, brother. What would be like? So your desert island beers. So you could pick one craft, one domestic.
Let's see. Domestic. Big fan of PBR. I feel like I'd go PBR on the
Nothing
domestic.
wrong with it?
Yeah, pretty quick answer to be honest.
Nothing wrong with that.
Love PBR. And then what do you say, like just craft or other?
Yeah, any like craft. It could be a style, or it could, if you have a specific one, maybe that you've had and you like, I could do that all day.
Yeah, well, I mean, if my other beers are PBR, I feel like I would have to do like a Schwartz or something, some balance,
Okay. Yeah, but especially if you're on an island,
Yeah, you got your light beer, you got your dark beer, but they're both still not too crazy.
100%.
Yeah, just like an unlimited draft or something.
Yeah, just a tap coming out of the sand.
Yeah, out of a rock.
Yeah. Oh man, this has been super fun. I was in cheers, but I know it's bad luck to cheers an empty glass.
We'll go grab another.
But Alex, this has been super fun. I'm super grateful. Thank you for letting me come down and obviously before you guys open and stuff like that, and being able to hear your story. And I'm gonna have to come back so we can have some more beers together, or we can have beers at Breweria. So
yeah, no, totally. I mean, thanks for having me. Of course, I was looking forward to it and stuff. And you should have our head brewer Dave too.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure he'd be.
I follow Dave on Instagram, so I was like maybe we might have to do that one day.
Yeah, and like I totally missed a lot of stuff too, and like he could fill that up too. He's been here since the beginning actually, so he's got a lot of arts knowledge and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean, thank you for having me. I've totally missed a lot of stuff too.
Dude, no, you're totally fine. Hey, we could do it again. We can do it with you and Dave.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. You guys can bounce off each other.
Great. Get masa in the mix.
There you go.
Downtown round table or something.
Yeah. Well, you know what? One thing I will ask, the last one, I promise. Is there a local taco spot that you like here?
100%. Yeah. Avenue 26.
Avenue 26?
Avenue 26 tacos.
Yeah, anyone that Avenue 26?
They're on Alameda. No, they're not.
Okay.
They're in Alameda and well, I don't think it's 6. It might be 6. Alameda and something. They're down the street. Delicious. They're so good. I will give another shout out to across from Angel City, which is our neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
There's a red truck called Doña Estela.
Okay.
Also very solid tacos. And actually, now that I bring it up, I can't not shout out Chingon. Chingon they take care of me too.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out Eddie.
Awesome. Well, there we go. So if you guys are in the area, come down to Arts District off of Traction and Merrick.
Hewitt.
Or Hewitt, either way. and come down and have some beers, and then maybe get some food here, play some games, or do whatever you want to do. Yeah, because you guys also have a full bar with cocktails and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, exactly. We have seltzer, we have cider. We make our own seltzer, but the cider and the kombucha are guests. And we have draft cocktails. We have handmade cocktails. Yeah, anything you want.
Awesome. So so
NA,
come on
NA
down.
beer.
There you go. Yeah, honestly, NA beers you're seeing more and more of them.
Yeah, we don't make those. I will say that. We usually buy from Three Weavers or a couple others.
Okay, because I know like Capacity is like one of the ones that's really starting to grow as an NA.
Haven't heard that one. But.
Yeah, I know like they're getting bigger in Orange County.
Okay.
But man, no, thank you again. I really appreciate you. And should we go grab another beer?
Definitely.
Thanks, Alex. Cheers.
All right, cheers, yeah.
Don't forget to support local, drink local, and find your beer, fuckers. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, Alex, just a really good dude, and they make killer beer over there. So definitely get out there and support, Arts District and stuff like that. Really good beer. And even it's down the street from the other Aero Lodge location that they have, or that Aero Lodge has. So you can twofer right there. There you go. All right, so we're going to jump into the Louise Liquor segment. I hope you guys enjoy it. Lucy is just a wonderful human being. So I hope you guys enjoy this. And obviously the vendors were all super nice. There was a lot of tequila flowing at that place. It was a really good time. So, and hope you guys enjoy it. All right, guys, I'm back in the tap room. I'm here with Lucy of our Congregation Ale House, Lucy from Louise Liquor, or the famous Louise Liquor. We're at the Holiday Showcase, our Louise Liquor Holiday Showcase. How are you?
I am great. Thank you so much for coming out. I am super, super excited to have you out here. And I'm excited to see all these people. What a great turnout.
Oh, I know. There's so many people, so many vendors. How'd you put all this together?
So this was actually a crazy idea that I've had for a very, very long time. And I kept pushing it back. And then I had somebody tell me, you keep going to all these events. Why don't you do your own? And I said, okay, well, I guess, but I didn't really believe in myself, I guess, at the time. It was a lot of work, I bet. A lot to put together. And I had a great, great support system, and my staff, my friends, everybody came together and decided, hey, we're going to do this. And this guy encouraged me, and he said, I think you can pull this off by yourself. And I said, not by yourself, but, I think Louise Liquor can host something like this. And obviously with the help of him, Andrea, my entire staff, everybody that volunteered today, it was just absolutely amazing turnout. I didn't think I was going to pull it off. But we did. I always have a Black Friday event every single Black Friday at the store, which is like a sale, but nobody has ever got the chance to actually taste the product. So obviously I've been partnering up with Congregation for many of my events, and we came out here and here we are.
That's awesome. You guys did a tree giveaway too as well, right?
Yes, we did. So from 1 to 3 p.m., we actually donated 106 Christmas trees to the families in need in our community. And we had the help of the city. The city of Azusa came out. Romeo from K-Day came out. We had Mayor Gonzalez and Councilman Jesse Avila come out. And yeah, it was great.
That's so cool. I mean, you did like the backpack giveaway too. Like you guys do so much for the community. Could you tell everybody what the community means to you?
Yes. So I always tell everybody this. My store is nothing without the community. So my community means everything to me. So as much as I love to go out and to other communities and do events and golf tournaments, the most I love is being part of the city of Azusa. I love the city of Azusa. We are also part of the Azusa Doghouse Running Club. Hey Azusa. So we actually love supporting our city. And this is the first time I've had the chance to actually host an event like this in my actual city right down the street from my store.
That's great. And the Congregation, I feel like you guys do stuff with them all the time now, right?
Yeah. So now this is like one of our staple locations. I do like to support all the other businesses. Mm-hmm. However, they're always so great. Luis and Sochi and the staff are always so accommodating to what we need. So that's always a great thing. And they've been great to us. So we wish to be right back.
That's great.
Love you.
That's great, though. I mean, and kudos to you because, I mean, I know you're busy all the time. To be able to put something like this together, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm excited. To be here. And I actually want you to talk to some of the other vendors and
awesome and
see their input, what they think of the event.
Let's do it.
All right.
Awesome. Sweet.
Hey, man, my name is Everardo Gonzalez, the founder and creator of Tequila Cabal, organic tequila, and Tequila Potro. I have two different types of tequila. One's a well tequila, kind of your everyday bang for your buck, 42%, 1 liter, under $30. And I want a tequila for the fiestas, with a whole different demeanor than Cabal. Cabal is something a lot more intimate for me. It is, my family's been growing agave for over 100 years. We'll make an organic tequila.
That's awesome.
The first ever family to create an organic tequila, the Montes family. We created there and moved to a new distillery with them. And we have a first tequila from the distillery. And actually, I created a yeast from scratch.
Wow.
From the plant itself, in a similar way that Don Julio did. Alfredo Padilla, I learned a lot from him. We did a whole different process, deriving 3 different yeast strains at UCLA, taking back to Mexico, and starting a whole new tequila from scratch. And that's what we did. We have our lot 1. I always do a lot 1 at 55%. And the distillery is called La Roca because there's a lot of volcanic rock that was underneath the distillery.
Oh, wow.
Our distillery code is 1646. So I made 1,646 tops from the volcanic stone.
Damn.
So every single one of my lot 1s has a piece unique rock top.
That's awesome.
That chiseled in the numbers on it. And it has that weight. It has a laser etch on top that only reveals itself when you pour tequila on top.
Wow.
And in the back, I put a lot more about the exact coordinates where I harvested, when I planted it. And this specific batch is El Crucero Dos.
Okay.
The next one will be El Vizcareño. So every single Blanco is from a different patch of land. And I'll go ahead and tell you everything about that patch of land.
Okay.
That we described on the back of the bottle.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man. These are new bottles shaped like old. They used to distill mezcal in clay pots.
Okay.
And at the bottom, I put Cuídate.
Wow.
De los buenos quedamos pocos.
Okay.
So take care of yourself. There's few of us good ones left.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. And this is kind of like the same as a horse saddle.
Okay. Dude, that's really cool. And especially with the volcanic rock. That's awesome. That's really cool, bro. That's so sweet. Well, I mean, I appreciate what you do, man. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
For sure.
For your time.
Oh, for sure.
Hi, my name is Diana Ordaz Charrington. I'm the president of the Multicultural Business Alliance. We help support small business with technical support, which comes from educational, virtual, and in-person events. We would love to have you attend something that we do. Please look us up at mballiance.org.
Hi, my name is Roberto Arnold, and I am the president of the West Covina Chamber. And we are here to support our community, whether it's in the city of West Covina or surrounding cities in the San Gabriel Valley. So thank you so much to Luis for inviting us. We really appreciate it.
Awesome.
My name is Josh Gutierrez. The way that the La Suegra brand came about is, well, I married my wife, and then I got a suegra. So I'm a Marine combat veteran. When I got out of the Marines, I didn't really have anywhere to stay, and we moved in with my suegra, me, my wife, and my 3 kids. And so my wife and I, we've been married for over 22 years.
Okay.
Together for about 24.
Awesome.
And so, being married to my wife, her side of the family is from Zacatecas,
Okay.
Las Adjuntas, from a ranch out there. And then my suegro's from Fresnillo. And so I just got accustomed to all of my suegra's cooking and all of her great Mexican food and her sauces. And, we're really famous on social media for our chilaquiles.
Okay.
So I'd say about 3-4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago, my sister-in-law, Brenda, actually Ricky's wife,
Okay.
said, "Hey, Josh, you should film what it's like being white, married into a traditional Mexican family." So
Yeah.
like, to me, it was normal, right?
Yeah.
It was a normal thing. And I'm like, well, what would people want to see? I don't know. And so one of my first viral videos was me recording all the stuff that my suegra brought back from Zacatecas, which
Okay.
was the homemade chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
the panela cheese, all the candies,
Yeah.
and all that. I recorded that. I recorded the trees in my suegro's trees in the backyard. He has an avocado tree, mango tree and all that. And then I started recording my suegra making the chilaquiles and serving me up all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And then her getting mad at my wife for not serving me.
Mhm.
She's real old school, traditional.
Yeah.
And then we started building up this community online, and people started asking for product. They said, "Hey, we want to try your suegra sauce. You guys should
Okay.
bottle it up, and we want aprons, and we want, all this." And so that's really what came about. I got the recipe from my suegra, And, we got somebody to help us make the sauce. And so our hot sauce is inspired by her chilaquile sauce.
Okay.
Although we still want to come out with the actual chilaquile sauce and make a bundle, like a chilaquile bundle.
Okay.
Stuff. But, and then the way the michelada mix came is, my brother-in-law's helping us with La Suegra. We're partners, and he's really big in the tequila world.
Okay.
He wanted to make a michelada mix, and
Nice.
so now we have a michi mix and a sauce, and we're working on some more hot sauces too.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Here we are, man. Thanks.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate it.
All right. I have the famous Dre from Louis Liquor on right now.
Yes.
Can you tell us about the event?
So we're learning as we go. This event is turning out freaking amazing. Obviously, there's a little hiccups here and there, but overall, I feel like we're doing great, and it's a learning curve right now. We are only going to do bigger and better things from here on out. Like, literally. We had a good turnout. We're happy with everything, the vendors, just the facility, everything. All of our friends and family that came out, our customers. We can't wait to have this again. So yeah, our goal with these events is to bring the community together, basically interact with everyone, vendors, customers, the community.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying community, I know. Also as well, this is benefiting the store. Number one, we're bringing brands, we're exposing them to everybody. We are also educating our staff and customers at the same time. And yeah, it's going to be this is going to be a good thing.
How hard was it to put all this together?
Well, don't even start. Don't even see how hard it's been. Between juggling the store and managing the store and doing the event, it was challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we're learning as we go. So next event, next quarter, we're learning. Like I said, I just know I'm going to put a lot more people, or I'm going to give them a few more schedules out so that I'm not working in the store when we are event planning.
There you go.
But I'm managing. We're doing good. Yes. Lucy's looking at me right now.
I know.
I was like, Lucy's looking at me. But yes, the hard work that we put into it, I can't thank Lucy enough for literally keeping me out of some of these group chats, because I was already overwhelmed with, like I said, managing the store.
Getting anxiety from the group chats?
Anxiety from the group chats. So that was the one thing that I said, hey, just leave me out of the group chat and put me in place everywhere else. I just cannot do the managing of the store and the group chats for the event. So it's one or the other. But yeah, Lucy's done a great job of literally putting all of this together and telling everyone what they need to do and where they need to go. So applaud to her, and also Jerome, our event coordinator for a lot of our outside events. I can't thank them enough for literally, everyone's so worried about Andrea, like, oh, stressed out, Andrea has anxiety. Yeah, a good job, I think, of managing it, but I can't thank them more than enough, for putting on the event, and we're all having a good time.
Well, you guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Have you had any tequila today?
No comment.
Plead the fifth?
Plead the fifth. Yeah, plead the fifth. I'm not going to say that.
There you go. Well, thank you, Dre. I appreciate you doing that. Another little tidbit about Dre. We went to high school together. I used to bum a cigarette occasionally off of her.
I was like, I don't smoke cigarettes. Comment, but yes.
Yeah, it's all right. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, high school, class of 05. 20 years coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I totally aged this right.
But yeah, we go way back. But yeah, cheers.
Yeah, it was funny. The first time I saw it, I was like, wait a second. You went to a rancho, or I asked you, did you go to a rancho? And you were like, looked at me like, what?
I was like, who the freak knows me right now?
Yeah.
Dang it. It was one of those oh my Lord, someone recognized me from Pico.
Yeah, it happens. Thanks again, Dre. All right, guys, I got Pie Cruiser with me. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Pretty badass event that everybody put out together, huh?
Always amazing, the events she does. More so when she collabs with congregation.
Mm-hmm.
The location, the food, the beer.
Oh yeah,
everything's good.
Yeah, I feel like this has kind of become like the hub for all their big events and stuff like that.
Yeah, for the most part, because of the fact that they're in downtown city of Azusa, it is the hub central.
Oh, for sure. No, it's sweet. And how have you been, man?
Been good, man.
Yeah.
Just doing what I always do, man. Hanging out,
doing some
promoting
chugs.
Everybody always. Just get one right now.
Oh, did you? Man, I saw Brewski a couple weeks ago over at Noble.
Yes.
We had a couple beers.
Game, right?
Yeah, I think so. I was like, go to the Dubs. Oh, yeah. He'd be pissed if he heard you say Kings game.
Right.
Oh man, like how was it? Like, what an incredible job Lucy did with all this. So, I mean, the entire team, I should say.
You know, Lucy is the backbone of everything, but it takes a whole entire team. I know Andrea has stepped in.
For sure.
Has done a phenomenal job. And of course, you got Ben, all the other workers who they're very supportive of her. And I love that about her because
of course,
sometimes I think Lucy takes a little bit too much on.
Mm-hmm.
But with the team she has, they can do it now. And
you
can see with today's event, phenomenal job.
Oh yeah. And you know, she's always busy, but you know, she somehow makes it work out. It's crazy how much stuff that she actually does.
More so now that she's dabbling with the spirits, you know, the bourbons, you know, she conquered the craft beer game and now we're dabbling in spirits and that's always a good thing.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, you can't ask for a better person, right?
Not at all.
Yeah. Her and Dre together, the team, they're the best.
Superpower team. Right? Those are two powerful women, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, they can get it all done. Well, I appreciate you, brother.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
It's always a pleasure to see you.
Always great seeing you too. I think the last time I saw you was it at Noble?
We were at Noble.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I was like, when's the last time I saw you?
Yeah,
awesome.
we were at Noble.
Yeah, so awesome, man. Well, thank you again, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Hey everyone, my name is Ernie. I own Liquid Courage Bartending, and we're here today at Louis Liquors events in Azusa. And what we're doing is we're creating craft cocktails as our welcome cocktail. So we have an espresso martini with tequila añejo, and then we have maple old fashioned with a bourbon by 2XL.
Okay. And how long have you had your company?
So we've had our company for 7 years now.
Okay.
We started in 2017. And I believe this is our 7th year in business now.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys, it seems like Lucy was mentioning before that you guys, like anytime they have a big event, you do all that for her.
Yeah, so we love working with Lucy. She's amazing. She's always taking care of us. So we always make sure to take care of her. She always includes us in a lot of her events,
awesome.
Whether they're related to her store or maybe even her clients.
Yeah.
So we've established a really good relationship.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what an event. Like everything got put together. So I'm sure you're working hard today.
Yeah. And it's fun because it's a little business and there's a lot of pleasure. You know, we get to hang out. A lot of us are connected through Lucy.
Yeah.
So it's really cool when we come and do these events and we get to talk to not only Lucy, her clients, but also all the other people that are included in the industry.
Oh, 100%, man. And that's what this community I feel like is all about when it comes to even like whether it's craft beer or like, spirits or stuff like that. Everybody's so like welcoming and wanting to work together on stuff. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think Lucy does a good job of like introducing people and like making them feel welcome, and then also making you feel welcome and, introducing you to everyone who's already in her circle or at the event. So there's no, what's the word? You don't ever feel left out.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%. You can't ask for a better person than her.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, man, thank you again. And make sure everybody, so on Instagram, what's your guys' Instagram handle?
Our Instagram is going to be Liquid Courage LA.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Ernie. It was great meeting you, man.
Likewise.
Cheers. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was, like I said, I always like to, anything I can do to kind of help or support anything like that, I'm all for. But now we have the Ian McCall part of the segment, talking about the 1 year anniversary for Ism. And I'm actually going to go there today. So I'm going to go, I'll be there in a couple of hours to make sure I can get out there and support and have a good time and have some damn good beer, because that's what, and it's cool. I mean, we mention it obviously, in this part of the segment when we jump into it, but it's, family, friends, and fresh beer. That's exactly what they mean. They are a huge family over there, and they are just really great people. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll talk to you in a sec. Hey, Tap fam, I'm back over here at Ism Brewing out in Long Beach with the infamous Ian McCall, the great brewer that he is. What's going on, brother? No, I'm glad I can come down and we can do this. You got your first anniversary coming up.
Yeah, big 1 year.
It's exciting. What's the last year been like for you? I mean, I know it's been crazy, right?
It's been crazy. It really has been crazy, from just kind of learning how to operate a brewery on a day-to-day basis, and then learning how to operate a kitchen, and the staffing within a brew pub has been a huge challenge for me.
I bet.
And I've learned a ton. We've made it here a year later.
Yep.
Technically, our anniversary was the 27th of November.
Mm-hmm.
So we're past a year.
Yep. There you go. You did it.
Right.
Sometimes that's like the hardest part, getting over the hump that first year.
Man, I'd be lying if I said there were moments where I thought we weren't going to make it.
Yeah, man. Well, you guys just keep putting out like great beer after great beer. I feel like I just had, we talked about it a little bit before, the North Park one.
Yeah.
The other collab you guys did. And this is your version of
This
it.
is our version. This is called Fooism. Yeah.
I love it, man. It's great.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
How much the ABV
Cheers.
on this one?
6.9%, if memory served.
That's awesome. And you've had, I talked about having a crazy year, but you guys kind of cleaned up at WBC.
We did. Yeah. It's been an amazing year. I mean, to come out the gate swinging, World Beer Cup was huge for us. Those 2 gold medal wins with Western Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
And then again with Caffeine.
Yeah.
And a bronze medal win with Saison.
Yeah.
I mean, to go up against international beers, including Belgian beers.
Oh, yeah.
In an international competition and come out with a bronze is huge.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. It's one of those things that like you like hopeful for.
Yeah.
But then you're like, because I mean, of course, everyone would love to hear their name called, at WBC or something like GABF. But what was it like hearing your name called? Or hearing the ism, winning three different medals.
What I always say, what I think a lot of my friends say, at least, is we just want to get one.
Yeah,
you're putting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 beers, whatever it is, in competition.
Yeah,
like I know it's huge. You're going up against 10,000 beers.
Oh, I know.
Like
crazy.
The goal is one.
Yeah,
and as soon as your name is called that first time, this rush of relief kind of overcomes me, and I can just enjoy myself.
Yeah.
But until that point, my stomach's in knots. I'm probably hungover the night before, eating a crappy breakfast burrito that the convention center provided for us. Drinking cheap coffee. So your stomach's never really right. You got butterflies all morning.
Of course, I bet. And then to hear it 3 separate times, man, that's incredible.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. It was a huge party.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, that would have been wild. I already saw the plaques up there and everything like that.
Totally.
And what do you feel like was like the hardest obstacle to overcome in the first year?
Honestly, for me, learning to not only accept that I'm now a restaurateur, but to learn how to be one.
Yeah,
that's been the biggest challenge for me. I'm very familiar around the brewery. I'm very familiar around the cost of goods associated with with brewing beer, and how to translate that along with marketing into sales. Like that, I feel very comfortable. Not that I'm a pro by any means. I've got a long way to go. But in terms of doing that on a day-to-day basis, I get that. Like, it makes sense. Running a restaurant, running a kitchen, and overseeing our cost of goods in the kitchen, and then translating that through marketing to sales was a whole nother obstacle for me. But I think it's where the industry as a whole is right now, where in order to open up and run a successful brewery, you've got to be able to at least offer some sort of food option.
Of course.
Right? The days of industrial park breweries where you're going and sitting on kegs and, pallets of grain are long past us.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I feel like, like you said, going to the industrial parks, so don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great ones out there, but still, you need that food option that you have, and obviously the foot traffic you guys have here. And I always see, I'm so tempted to come on Wednesdays because you guys do the 75-cent wings.
It's been crushing. $100 wings.
$1 wings, sorry.
And unfortunately, with the cost of goods right now, they may go up a little bit at the start of the year.
Yeah.
But everything's going up, right? Minimum wage is going up. Food cost is going up. It's just, it's kind of getting hit with punch after punch after punch and trying to stay afloat, right?
Oh, yeah. The 1-year anniversary and stuff like that, I feel like that's just an incredible feat. And it's only, I feel like with you guys, especially with all the great beer you guys put out, it's only going to go up.
Thank you very much. Well, I hope so. Fingers crossed.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing everything we can to make it happen.
Yeah. So when does the party start?
Friday the 6th.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to run all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday.
Okay.
Our motto is family, friends, and fresh beer.
Obviously.
Has been so since day one. It's on the backs of our shirts. So for this week, we're actually going to run 3 days, and each day has a theme.
Okay.
So Friday is fresh beer.
Okay.
But it's fresh everything, man. We're dropping 3 new beers, and you see right here.
Yep.
Our big fresh release is our double IPA called 1SM.
Okay.
It's an awesome West Coast double IPA.
Love it.
And then we also have been barrel aging some imperial stouts for the last year.
Okay.
It's our beer called The Thickening that spent the last year in bourbon barrels. All right, cool. So Yeah, so Friday's gonna be really cool.
Okay.
Friday's all about fresh beer,
Love it.
but it's also about fresh merch. So we got new shirts coming in. We got new hats coming in as a collaboration with Craft Beer Long Beach.
Awesome.
We've got stickers. We've got, we're bringing in some new blankets, a whole bunch of cool stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So a bunch of new merch for the 1 year anniversary, fresh tunes. We're going to have a couple of rad DJs here spinning Friday night.
Okay.
And yes, it's going to be a great day all around. Bring
That's
your friends out here. Come and enjoy some new beer.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday's going to be all about friends. So we do a lot of collaborations. We've always done a lot of collaborations, or at least the last year. We're going to continue to do collaborations. We have a lot of friends in the industry, so we want to showcase their beers.
Awesome.
So we'll have 6 or 7 of our friends' beers on tap for Saturday only, or until they run out, along with more live music all day Saturday. So that'll be really cool. And then Sunday's all about family.
Okay.
So we want to invite all the families out there to come on down and enjoy us on Sunday. Bring your pets, bring your kids. We're going to have LeJean Miller here, who's a muralist.
Oh, awesome.
And he'll be on the side patio muraling, and it's open to the kids. So the kids can come out, they can paint, they can draw while mom and dad have a beer.
That's sweet, man.
We'll have Jasper Corden, who is an amazing DJ, scratches records. He'll be here performing during the middle of the day. He goes to Renaissance High School around the corner.
Oh, wow.
16-year-old. This DJ is
crazy.
Wow. He's performed here a few times, and he's got a really great following. And then to top it all off, we invited the students from Renaissance High School, which is just around the corner, to hang their artwork over the holidays.
That's so cool.
So it's really awesome.
Man.
So come on out and check out some rad artwork from young, super talented artists.
Man, that's going to be, it sounds like a hell of a weekend, man.
Yeah, it'll be really cool.
Yeah. And a good day, to celebrate you guys and, get your, you did it. You made it. I mean, it was the first time, I was like early December when I came out here for the first time. And I mean, I knew after the first couple of beers I had, I was like, oh yeah, it's not going to happen.
We were fresh. We were still wet behind the ears, just trying to make a go of it.
Oh yeah. And it's great because like I said before, you have the foot traffic, you have a great space in here, like, and you have parking lots everywhere. So nobody has to have to worry about that. And man, yeah, I'm just so stoked for you guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So, I mean, like everybody listening, like if you get a chance, you got to come out here this weekend. And, cause I'm also going to tack this on to the end of this week's episode. It's the Arts District episode, but I'm going to tack it on there too. So everybody can hear all that. It's going to be great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
This is the 1ISM, right?
1SM or
1SM.
That'll work too.
Yeah. I love that, Cap.
Yeah, it was cool. It was created by Connor Hunter. And the idea was kind of like back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is the beginning of something fun, something good, something different.
Yeah.
Unique.
Yeah, you get Rwaka Cryo, Nelson Cryo, Simcoe, Citra, and Mosaic. Damn.
That's all the bangers.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be some good stuff, man. I can't wait to try that one. That's going to be great. So you have some new merch. You have everything else coming out. What are you looking forward to the most, like in this upcoming year? I know the collaborations part you mentioned. But.
Collaborations for sure. We have a lot of great stuff planned coming up. Before we even get to the new year and the middle of December, we're dropping 2 new cans collaborations with brew hosts.
Okay.
Out of Portland, Oregon.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, super excited about that. We've got some super dope collaborations lined up already for next year. But what I'm really excited about, and I don't know if a lot of your listeners know about this, but up in Portland, there's a rotating tap room called Function PDX.
Oh, didn't know that.
And we're actually going to be hosting a pop-up tap room for the entire month of March.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's super rad.
That's going to be fun. So like you said, the beginning of March? Or
It'll run for the entire month of March.
Oh, the entire month of March.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Man, that's going to be...
So it's a pretty big ask, but it's super cool, man. Like, we ship up a bunch of our beer.
Yeah.
And it's on there in that tap room in Portland for the entire month.
Yeah. What's that? Like the transportation? Like, do you guys just have to load up a van or?
No, yeah, we'll probably be doing 2 runs.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to drive it ourselves, but yeah, we'll ship it up there.
There you go.
And probably do a run first of the month and then somewhere around the middle of the month.
Awesome. That's going to be fun. And what anything else they got coming on the future? I know WBCs just feel like it's just.
Dude, I know. I keep putting off registering, but I got to register pretty soon. I'm waiting to hear back in the California Craft Brewers Cup. We won 5 awards there last year as well, on top of everything else. What else is coming up? I mean, just come on out. I'm really excited about, let's just say I'm really excited about our kitchen.
Yeah.
And the direction our kitchen's moving in.
Yeah.
You know, even if you are going to be dry for the month of January.
Yeah.
Please come out and support. Have some great food.
Oh, yeah.
Bring your families out here. I know we won't judge you for not drinking beer.
Oh, yes. It's family friendly, dog friendly. It's great. And you guys still making that tri-tip?
We do. Yeah.
Oh, man. That first day I tried it with you. That shit was killer.
Yeah, we're still making that tri-tip.
Oh, man. That's good stuff.
And we do have free parking out back.
Mm-hmm.
You can park in the loft, the third loft parking.
Yeah.
And we'll validate for 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, like I said, everybody get out here and support. I mean, what Ian and the team do is just beyond anything. I'm sure probably your wildest dreams too, but it's just crazy. Like how much the brewery I feel like has grown throughout the last year. So.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a labor of love, but
oh yeah,
super happy to do it. I'm stoked for the opportunity to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just we're going up from here.
Yeah, it's your ism.
That's my ism.
That's all right.
That is my ism.
Love that, man. Well, thank you for letting me come down. We're going to shoot some other stuff, but everybody, like I said, come down and support like all weekend, whether it's Friday, Saturday, or, all 3 days.
Yeah.
Come down and have a good time. Come down and have some phenomenal beer. Can't wait to try some of these other ones, and we'll talk about that on the in just a minute.
Cool. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks so much.
All right. So I'm sitting here with Ian. Wanted to do a quick beer review on this one. This the 1SM, the West Coast Double IPA. Holy cannolis, Batman. I just told Ian right now that he's a wizard. Because, I mean, I know I mentioned in the video, but it's a Riwaka Cryo, Nelson Cryo, Simcoe, Citra, Mosaic. And it's like, this beer generates on its own waves of, is it Kasugai?
Kasugai, yeah.
Kasugai, okay. Karakara orange zest and a touch of overloaded keep catcher. Man, this is delicious. And it's, it's 8.5, but it doesn't drink like that. It still drinks like it's crispy, like a crispy West Coast.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, right? Just keep it light, keep it crispy, but make it kick your ass.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that's like, I feel like this might be dangerous for me because then I'll be having like, I don't know how many. And then I'll be like, wait a second. Do they let me park overnight? I'm just kidding. Oh, man, that's good though.
Yeah, it turned out really good. I'm happier with it than I hoped I would be. And really stoked on it. I think the team just crushed out of the park.
Yeah. It's one of the things I love about you, like obviously your place, is just the fact that, you have like, you put out all these amazing beers, but then you also like you have, I don't know. I love everything about this place. I'm like at a loss for words right now. And that's not something that happens to me very often. I just love this place, man. Like,
thank you very much.
And it's like, and I wish I could be here freaking like every week, but like, man, it's like, and do you guys sell the shuffleboard in the back?
Oh, we got shuffleboard on the patio for.
Oh, yeah. That was
we got cornhole on the side patio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The best shot you did. That was in one take. when you said that one and it hit the beer right at the end of the reel. Oh man, it was great. And this is, this is a testament to you, like, and your team that, if you guys don't clean up again at WBC, I'd be really surprised.
Well, that's always a crapshoot. You never really know what you're going to hit.
100%, but that's great. I love the counter work on the other ones, and we'll jump into those in a sec.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So we got the two other anniversary beers here. This is just the bourbon barrel aged shot, the Leviathan Breath. Conan at 11.5. This is going to get me. Ian, what are you trying to do to me? I'm just kidding.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Oh, I'm jumping in here. Okay. Damn. Okay. So on the nose. Yeah, I'm getting like when you get that initial smell, you get that bourbon on the nose.
Yeah.
But it doesn't drink that way.
No, it's not super hot or anything like that. So this entire batch was all blended together with 6 bourbon barrels.
Wow.
Now, those bourbon barrels were broken up into 3 different varieties.
Wow.
2 of them were WL Weller barrels, which is a wheated bourbon.
Okay.
2 of them were Woodford Reserve barrels.
Okay.
And 2 of them were Blanton's barrels.
Okay.
We thought about the potential of breaking them out and just doing single barrel releases.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the 3 bourbons, along with the beer, really just came together so beautifully.
Wow.
We decided to blend it all as one.
Oh, dude. It still feels really light. It doesn't feel super heavy at all.
Well, I mean, this is a This is more of a classic take
I love
on
it,
a
though.
bourbon barrel aged beer, right? A bourbon
Yeah.
barrel aged imperial stout.
Yeah.
It's not lacking in ABV,
No, not at
but
all.
it's not a pastry boy either. That's going to
Yeah.
be like heavily, back sweetened or over sweetened
syrupy
or
and stuff,
under
yeah.
attenuated.
Yeah.
Look, there's a time and a place for those beers.
Oh, for sure.
But for our first anniversary, that wasn't what we were going for.
This is phenomenal.
Thank you.
No, like it's like I'm not just tooting your horn. I truly mean it. Like this would get me in trouble too, because of the fact that it still feels really like it's full bodied, but it still feels light. Like it goes down light, and it's not lingering on my palate either.
Yeah,
it's not something super syrupy or anything like that, where it's like just caked your mouth or anything like that.
I think it's a reaction to the industry and where they're at right now, right?
Yeah.
Like, you look at the guys who are putting out bourbon barrel aged stouts and what's out there. Don't get me wrong, like I think they're good and there's a time and place for them. But you're talking about 35, 40 Play-Doh starting, and then finishing in the mid to high 20s. Like, they're great beers and they've got a ton of body and a huge viscosity.
Yeah,
but these beers were around before that.
Yeah,
and not that I'm like some purist. I'm not by any means.
Yeah,
but this was what we wanted. We had kind of envisioned and wanted to knock out.
Yeah,
early on.
And I'm about to try the one with the vanilla beans and the cacao nibs. And this one is same thing, right? 11.5?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. I love it.
So same exact beer, but we added a blend of Ghanaian and Ecuadorian cacao nib and Tahitian vanilla bean.
Holy cannolis, Batman.
Get a bit more roundness in the body, a little bit more sweetness or perceived sweetness coming from the cacao and the vanilla.
Yeah, I feel like you get like a really good combination of the cacao, the vanilla, and that barrel on the back end. That's fucking delicious.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that.
No, I mean, you got 3 bangers for the anniversary here.
That's the goal. And so for both these Leviathan breaths, we only package 20 cases of each.
Okay.
We're going to sell 100% of that here at our spot.
Yeah.
So if you want to pick it up, you've got to come down here. It's not going to hit local stores.
Yeah.
It's not going to hit any of our distribution.
Love it. And you create that want.
Yeah, for sure.
Create that want when they try. They're like, oh, I got to try that.
Yep. Well, you've only got a limited amount, so get it while you can.
Better get your asses down here. Ian's a wizard.
Thank you.
He's the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Man, I love both all 3 cans. And
again, the can design was done by Connor Hunter.
Yeah.
Just an OG of design. He crushes our cans. I just like the stuff he puts together is so cool.
Oh yeah.
It's otherworldly.
Yeah. I like it because like you still almost like you get that kind of that darkness from it, but then even like on the different versions of each Leviathan, you have those different colors.
Yeah.
Just set it apart. And that's cool. I like that. And I love that Leviathan on there. I've been staring at that can for I feel like a while, but it's because I love it. And it's not. Oh yeah, one is gold and one is silver, right? Or is that my eyes deceiving me?
Yeah. So the bourbon barrel aged stout that has no adjuncts has these. I mean, they're both metallics.
Yeah.
They've got these beautiful like orangish, reddish.
On that part though, is that gold?
Yep. Yeah. It's like a gold metallic.
Okay, and that's like a silver. It looks like.
Oh, I think that's the silver there.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see
it kind of ties in with these moons, right? So I see all these different ball orb moons going on. And then the Leviathan breath with the cacao and the nibs, the moon's this beautiful magenta, purple, metallic. They kind of change colors as you rotate the can.
Changing the tides. Love that. That's so sweet. Well, we got to get some more stuff, but thank you so much, Ian.
Of course, anytime, man.
Fun, man.
I'm here to hang out.
No, yeah, same, man. Like anytime I can do anything for you guys, you just let me know. And
thank you very much.
I support small business.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's just party this weekend. Let's party your asses off.
Support local, drink local, and find your freaking beer, man. Love that. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a great time. Let's see, what do we got coming up? The next week, so next week's episode is the Pinter episode. The week after that will be the Wild Riley episode. I'm also going to be next week on Saturday. I'm going to be recording at Feathered Serpent, so I'm looking forward to that one. I'm going to be recording with Ambitious Ales in Long Beach at the end of the month, and then also have some other stuff that in between that. Oh, and also the Beer Dead and Brewed. Going to be recording with them, and I'm still trying to figure out a date I can record with the Brew Stilled podcast as well. So that should be pretty good. I'm going to be mixing in some of that stuff pretty soon. So I'm excited. All right. Well, I've talked long enough. I'm going to go make a coffee and get ready and head over to Ism. All right. Tap fam. I hope you guys had a great time. And remember, don't forget labrewlife.shop. You can use the promo code TAPROOM and you can go ahead and get 10% off. All right. Well, Tap fam, don't forget to support local, drink local, and find your beer. Cheers.